Welcome, sports friends from around the globe. We're here today at Don Ringler Toyota for the Don Ringler Games, and we're about to get started with our first event, the plate change. We have competitors from all over the showroom ready to compete to see who's the best. All right, sports fans, here we go with our first competitor, Lucas DeValle. And again, the competition is the plate change contest. Lucas, share with us a little bit about your training regimen for this particular discipline.
Well, Johnny, it all starts with the drill. And the first thing I do is I change out the bit to the correct Phillips head to make sure I'm properly prepared for the event coming up.
Sounds like that's extremely important, and we look forward to seeing how you do. 3, 2, 1, go! And here we are with our first competitor in our first event. You can see all the training that he has done is paying off. Nice smooth transition to the back of the car. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, yes. This is a thing of beauty. Here we are transitioning back into the front to finish up this particular round of the competition. Lucas has inserted the screws. Here we go. Installation in progress. Boom! Hands in the air for a time of 56.62. We have our next contestant here, Richard Hill. He is going to show us what he's been working on with the license plate change. And before we get to that, I'd like to ask Richard what all he has done to prepare for this event.
Man, this is one of those things that I've been training for my whole life. I've gone to school for it, so I feel like I'm very well prepared for this. It's been about 40 years in the making, so now it's time to show what it's all been worth. So let's go.
That sounds good to me, Richard. Now, the school you went to, was that the School of Hard Knocks?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're off. You see Richard, he's moving at a blistering pace. License plates flying everywhere. Here we go. You may have remembered from a previous video that running is not his forte. He's got the back plate going. Installation happening. And here we go. He's moving around to the front. Looks like he's been working on the running. Here we are. Here we go. And time. And welcome back. Here we have our third competitor, Lori Bailey. We've got a couple of great times already on the books, but Lori is going to show us what she has been working on for the last few years. Lori, share with us your training, the regimen that you have endured over the last several years.
Oh, man. I'd say 3, 4, 5 cars a day, constantly having to take off license plates. I got this.
Confident competitor there. Let's see what she's got to bring. 3, 2, 1, go. You'll notice the technique that she used to get this thing started. She's off to a blistering start. Round to the back. Here we go. Nicely done. You'll notice the technique honed over years of practice. I don't know if you can hear the phone ringing, but that's probably NASCAR in the background calling. Last plate to go. Still on a great pace. Oh, at a blistering time of 47.24. All right, and here we go with our next competitor, John Lavera. We call him J-Love affectionately. And J-Love, clearly the fans can see that you've been in the gym a time or two. So how do you think that translates over into license plate changing success?
It doesn't. It requires zero strength to do this, but I've been practicing for 7.5 years. I got this.
He's got this, ladies and gentlemen. 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. A fast first plate. A fast first plate here, ladies and gentlemen. He's on a blistering fast pace. He's got this last plate done. He's headed to the front. Small fumble there. Oh, here we go. Oh, front plate coming. Not the fastest front plate we've seen. All right. The first time that we have that's coming in at over a minute. And yes, we have 1 minute, 8 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have our next competitor, Sid Sharma, clearly our tallest competitor in this event. Sid, do you think your height gives you any advantages in this particular event?
I think it gives me a little disadvantage because of my back, but it should be a good competition.
All right, well, let's get back to it. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, yes, you will notice the higher stance of this particular competitor, trying to save his back. A nice front plate change. Here we are around to the back. No pun intended. Sid's moving along nicely. Our first time split indicates that he may be a little behind record-setting pace. All right, here we go. Back plate is going on. We got the rear plate install. And we're headed back to the front. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Notice the long strides taken by our tallest competitor. I do believe that we are headed for our longest time in the event. There we are, 1:18, 1 minute, 18 seconds. All right, and we're back. We have our top three finalists from the first event, the license plate change. And on the bronze medal spot, we've got Lucas. Lucas, how did you feel about the event overall?
I mean, Johnny, going into this event, we did everything we could to get mentally prepped and, of course, do all the training we could in the preseason before this. Really, at the end of the day, it's all mentality and effort, and I think we went out there and gave everything I could. And, I just didn't quite count on Richard's knees kind of keeping up with the times. So, you live and you learn,
That's true, yes. It's true. Well, I appreciate you sharing that with us, and we're looking forward to seeing what you can do in the upcoming competitions. Over here, we've got our silver medalist, Lori Bailey. Lori, blistering fast time, and at one point you were actually in the lead. How did it feel having to watch Richard and see him come behind and actually do it just a hair quicker?
Well, it was a little disappointing. I was disappointed more in myself than anything else, but I was very proud of my teammate as well for how well he did. So I think overall we killed it.
That's awesome. Great attitude. Loving to see what you do next on the upcoming competitions. And here we have Richard Hill.
That's right.
The
That's
king,
right.
as he is known. Richard, share with us the technique you employed to be first.
There really wasn't much technique. I just went out there. I did my thing. I won. That's how we roll here.
And there you have it, our top three contenders.